Hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome back to Kat's Cooking Kitchen. Tonight I'm making a broccoli and chicken dish similar to the one I made the other day, but this would be broccoli 2.0. If you watched the previous one, it calls for chicken stock. It made the recipe a little too soupy for me, and although everything was good, I had to drain off a lot of liquid. And so I wouldn't recommend doing it that way specifically. It might be different if you're using the cream cheese, but I used ricotta, which is lighter and not as thick. So that might have had something to do with it too. We have to get our dish prepared. And we're going to get some non-stick cooking spray. Started to say non-cooking spray, which would not be right. Now I do this over my sink so I don't fall down on my kitchen floor sliding around. So there's that. We're going to use 2 cans of drained cooked chicken breasts and put that in the bottom of our casserole dish. When I'm busy during the day and stuff, these cans of chicken are a lifesaver. They are really good. They make great last minute choices for dinner when I don't have a lot of time. And it seems like I don't have a lot of time. In my KitchenAid here, I have half a cup of sour cream and 1 softened 8-ounce brick of cream cheese. I'm going to put this in here. And we're going to mix that up. I also have 12 ounces of cauliflower. I'm going to give a rough chop. I think if you read the manufacturer's guidelines, that's probably a no-no. But sometimes I do that because it seems to clean off my paddle pretty easy. Doesn't always work. Depends on what it is. Sometimes if you're not careful, you'll end up with whatever's in your bowl flying out at you. So you have to be very careful when doing that. But I do love my KitchenAid mixer, and I use it a lot more now than I did when the kids were even young. Okay. So what we're going to do today is we're going to, well, only a tablespoon left, might as well use it. We're going to mix up our sour cream and our cream cheese like we just did, and we're going to add our Parmesan cheese, shredded Parmesan cheese. We're going to let that sit there for a second. And we're going to salt and pepper my chicken a little bit. Now, if you're worried about your broccoli getting done, or if you're in a hurry and you want it to cook faster, you can steam your broccoli for 3 minutes or so. I chop mine up fairly small, so it gets done in about 45 minutes in the casserole. So this takes probably the most time of putting together the recipe. If you saw my other recipe, you saw me chopping this up, so you'll probably be bored. But this is for people that are new, and if you're new, welcome to Kat's Cooking Kitchen. Very happy to have you aboard watching some of my videos. My videos are all about convenient, easy cooking. If If that means taking shortcuts and using store-bought products, I'm all for it. So there's nothing wrong with homemade. And I do a lot of homemade, but not this recipe. And not for a lot of my dishes now, since my husband and I are retired. Our boys are grown and gone. So we have just us to cook for. We love to go out and eat. And we have a great little restaurant here in Huntington that we like to go to. There's a little, I don't like to just pick one, but Nick's Kitchen downtown is our go-to place. We have a place called the Country Post. Also has really good food, great staff. We love it there. We have places nearby in Fort Wayne that we like to go. We don't get up there as often, but there's Black Dog Pub. There's Spiro's. Oh my gosh, where else do we go? We just don't go to Fort Wayne that much anymore, so I don't know. Oh, before I forget, you'll notice my little fan over here running. I think it's running. Oh, it's not running. There we go. There we go. My friend was watching my videos and she noticed that I looked warm. And she's right, because the fatigue and stuff I suffer from does get to me. That's why I can't stand in the kitchen for very long. My body won't tolerate it anymore. So she surprised me with that little fan that just keeps cool air blowing across here, and it is just absolutely wonderful. Sherry Cotton, you are the best, let me tell you. That fan is awesome. I love it. Couldn't ask for a better friend. So, just rough chop your broccoli just so it's in smaller pieces. Oh, forgot to use my... This is a bench scraper, and I love it. If you chopping onions, chopping anything else, this thing is just the berries. So, and this one, the one I chopped the other day had a lot bigger pieces in it than this one does. So this chopping is going fairly quickly. Okay, here we go. Okay, now let's see if we can't stir this up by hand so I don't have to get the paddle back out. And we're going to coat our broccoli this time in our cream cheese mixture. Now, I had this cream cheese softened for something else and I'm not getting to it today, so I decided to use it in my dinner. And on previous videos I have mentioned that I'm not a fan of the cream cheese in savory dishes. I love it, and I love it on a cracker. I love it in sweets, and just not usually as fond of it in here. So we're going to, let's see. Oh, I didn't salt or pepper this. I didn't pepper my chicken. Just a little bit there. Kind of got to season a little bit on each level. And let's add, kind of just throwing this together from what I remember from a few days ago when I made the other one. It's similar but not the same. In the other one we didn't. This is the end of my garlic. More garlic. Love, love, love garlic. So we're going to just keep stirring this together. And I think I was going to top it with cheddar cheese, but I think I will add a little of my cheddar cheese into the broccoli mix. Get that in there. That's about 3/4 of a cup. Let's say put a cup in. Also, I'm going to cook this covered with aluminum foil. And when I've got about 10 or 15 minutes, probably about 15 minutes left on the cook, I will pull it out and I will put some more cheese on the top and some French's crispy fried onions. I love those things. First introduced to them when I was doing green bean casseroles. And a lot of green bean casseroles do not call for cheese, but mine does, because I come from a cheese-eating family. We must have been mice in, I don't know, former life. I don't know why, but there's nothing wrong with loving cheese. Now, I'm not doing it today, but I thought about putting some crispy bacon in with the chicken. But tonight, we're not doing the bacon. Look how easy this was. So easy. And we can have dinner ready in under an hour. We can have it ready for the oven in between 10 and 15 minutes. It's only about 12 something on the clock right now. So look at this. I'm going to bake it at 375. The last casserole I baked at 350, and I don't think it cooked fast enough. It's a little long on the cook. So I'll keep an eye on it, starting at about 40 minutes. If it looks pretty good at 40 minutes, this is non-stick Reynolds wrap. And as you pull it out, the top is the non-stick side. So we just flip it over. The non-stick side down. Wrap that up pretty good. And it's ready for the oven, y'all. Look at that. And it'll be a late dinner because an earlier video I did today was for Italian meatballs for tomorrow night's spaghetti and meatball dinner. So I prepped the meatballs today. So we're good to go tomorrow on that. I will cook them in sauce tomorrow and have some extra sauce on the side, and we're going to have a spaghetti and meatball dinner. I'm really looking forward to that. I love spaghetti and meatballs. So there you go. We'll check back in 40 minutes and see how we're doing. As soon as I get this clock set. Okay, 40 minutes. But for you, just a second. Thank y'all for watching. Hi, everybody. My casserole's been in the oven for about 50 minutes. Like I said, if you're in a hurry, then you'll want to kind of blanch your broccoli before you start your casserole. That's what it looks like right now. Looks really good, smells really good. Now I'm going to get my cheese. Okay, so where did the cheese go? We're going to add a little more cheese to the top of this. Probably about, this is about a half a cup. 3/4 to a cup of cheese over the top. And we're going to take our French's crispy onions. Just sprinkle them generously over the top. Oh, that worked out just right. Okay, there's that. Now we'll stick it back in the oven for 10 minutes, and I'll check it at 10 minutes, and we'll see if dinner will be ready. Hang in there. Hi everybody, welcome back. Our 10 minutes is up. I put it back in uncovered, and it looks fabulous. This is dinner. It is really, really hot. Let me just get a spoon here, and we'll take a sample. Like I said, if you don't want it to be in the oven for an hour, I would blanch my broccoli to just halfway cooked, and that way you should be done in about 40 minutes. This is really good. Really good. No juices. Didn't make it watery or soupy. It's a perfect setup of a casserole. So this is my chicken and broccoli 2.0, and it's a keeper. So until the next time, everybody, thanks so much. Appreciate all the text, all the sharing of my recipes that you are all doing. It is just heartwarming to see everybody's interested in this way of cooking, and I hope some of you new cooks are trying some of these recipes because they are easy to throw together. There's no like prep cooking or anything like that. Most of it's just dump and go, and you'll be on your way to being a really good cook. And I hope you seasoned cooks also like having something maybe new that you haven't tried before, and maybe you want to try it. Maybe you want to get something done in a hurry. We all have schedules to keep. So this is it for today, and I will be back tomorrow with the spaghetti and meatball. Complete that recipe that I started today. So keep that joy and happiness in your heart, everybody, and have a great evening. Thanks so much.